Hello. Yeah, sorry if people seeing this announcement had to wait. But once again, I'm going to do a flaming pie recipe. I'm still figuring out how things work on Twitch. Eventually I'd like to learn how to put the chat on the screen. I can see it on my phone, but it's probably not going to appear on the actual video. Okay, I want to test something. Like last time I streamed in the kitchen, like I noticed I did certain hand gestures, they would appear on my camera. Like if I thumbs down. Oh, there we go. But what if I thumbs up? Okay, and if I do, my heart goes out to you. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can see it all on my camera, but I don't think it'll actually appear in the video on Twitch when I repost it to YouTube. All right, so in case anybody didn't see my Pi Day stream last month, in 2020, Paul McCartney released a special edition version of his 1997 album Flaming Pie. I got it, and it comes with a making of book. And in one section, it gives you 6 pie recipes. Last time I did the pumpkin pie, but this time I'm going to do the cheddar cheese pie by Linda McCartney, R.I.P. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be visible. I guess I'll hold it up to the camera just close so you can see what the recipe is. If anybody watching on Twitch or YouTube, screen cap and go ahead. Although I might post a picture on Blue Sky later or something. Alrighty. I've already set the oven to 400 degrees. So, well, that step is out of the way, but I'm gonna wash my hands and start preparing this thing. And I might wait a few minutes for more people to come in. Well, step 0, wash my hands, because, working with food and all. Oh, hey, Wax Badger. Are the effects visible on Twitch? I can only see them on my phone. I didn't know if they'd appear actually in the stream, or I don't know if they'd appear on YouTube. I don't think they do. I mean, if they did appear on stream, in the YouTube video when I upload this later, that would be really neat. That's something my OSB camera doesn't do. Oh, good. So you did see them. Eventually, sooner or later, I'd like to make it so that chat is actually visible. I'm still new to Twitch and everything and learning everything. Scamp is right behind on the leg rest in the living room. Bella's in her bed. Alrighty. So I'll bring the camera up over here in a bit. Let's see. It says to grease a 9-inch pie dish. Well, I'm gonna assume I grease it with butter or something. And this time I've got a more shallow pie little pan. And hopefully it won't be as deep as it'll come out better than the pumpkin one I did last time. I've got a bunch of my stuff here. I guess I'll bring this up a little closer to the action. I've got all the ingredients with me. So, let's see, how much butter did this need again? 1 ounce of butter. Well, I got the food scale right there. To grease it, so I guess I'll melt it in the microwave. Okay. Oh. That's 4 ounces. Okay. I need a little less than that. 2 ounces, that's good enough. Alright, I'll just put this in for like the microwave for like maybe 10-15 seconds. Wash my hands again just in case. Pie pastries. If I have enough extra time, I might continue Twitch streaming, doing some digital art in my room after the pie is done. Or while the pie is baking, I don't know. Okay, is the... Alright. Maybe just 5 more seconds. Hit the wrong button. Yes, I know the timer ended. Oh, there we go. I confused the buttons on the microwave. Anyway. Now this is not as deep as the last pan I used. So it shouldn't be stretched too much. Also I had a... Hello, Ken. Also I had... Well, last time I did the pumpkin pie, the edges of the pie got burned. But I've learned something I can do to stop the pie edges from being burned. Just wrap them in aluminum foil, so that's what I'm going to do. That's why I got this over here. I'll just... Hello, Tommy. No, this was going to be another pie cooking, pie baking stream. I'm doing another Paul McCartney recipe, or should I say Linda McCartney, from the Flaming Pie book. Gonna do cheddar cheese pie. Eventually I should like do a new GuineaPigDan shirt. Scamp is making his spot on the couch. Anyway, I got melted butter here. I did? I forgot to change the stream's title? Oh, okay. I guess I can do that later. On the OBS, like I was testing it earlier, and I saw it said, it said like, you know, the last title, you know, pre-jury duty party or whatever. But this is a post-jury duty party, yeah. I should have changed the title before I went live. I mean, I'm still learning Twitch. Yes, I'm going to make some mistakes here and there. Is there a brush or something? So like, oh well, I can just. I'll just spread it with a spoon. I'm not going to worry about burning the pie just yet. Because let me see the instructions. It's only going in for like, yeah, pre-oven to 400 degrees, line it with the pastry and flute the edges. Yeah, bake it blind for 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about burning the edges just yet. All right, and oh yeah, make sure I poke some holes in the middle. Because there was one time I made a pie and I was baking the pie crust, and it started inflating in the oven. I'm like, oops. There. Alrighty. I think this is good. I already preheated the oven. Diez minutos. There. Okay, next. Let's see, remove, oh, well, I'm gonna wait. Saute the onion, shit. The butter was for the onions. Oh, my bad. Okay. Yeah, you can tell I didn't read the instructions too thoroughly. I mean, it said grease a 9-inch pie dish. Like, what do they mean by grease? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, okay. So I do the butter for sauteing the onions. Well, that's what the butter was for. My bad. Why did I think they wanted me to put butter on the pie? Oh well. Well, you know, that one lyric from Uncle Albert, Admiral Halsey, you know, butter pie. Yeah. That's what I was really doing, referencing Uncle Albert. Okay, put away the other pie dough. Maybe I'll make another pie some other day. I don't know. Okay, so let's prepare the onion. I probably should have peeled off the onion skin beforehand, but oh well. Excuse me, I have to go throw this away. Oh, the onion skin I don't need. Yes. the butter wouldn't melt, so he put it in the pie. Yes, Wax Badger. Now, while I was in jury duty, like, in case you don't know, I was dismissed from it, so that's why I'm able to come on stream today. But I brought my sketchbook with me. I wasn't drawing in court. Well, I did draw in court, but before the judge came in. But I took notes, and I was contemplating, like, I don't know, maybe narrating my notes on stream. But I would just explain the process. I'm not going to, like, reveal anyone's names or anything. Just to be like, this is what it's like doing jury duty. I'm not sure I'd be comfortable, like, talking about what the case actually was or anything. But just be like, if you said this in your questionnaire, they're more likely to pick you, or if you said this other thing, they're more likely to dismiss you. And they never got to the point, like, I was just sitting there in my chair the whole time. I was never called to, like, be questioned as a juror or anything, so I don't know, but it would have been kind of funny if, I was called as a prospective juror and, got to be questioned by the judge and everything. I'm just curious what he would have said about my answers. Like, I think the questionnaire had something like, what lawsuits have you paid attention to in the media? And I'm like, oh, well, I saw the Chris Chan case, the Marilyn Manson abuse allegations, and the Trump January 6th hearings. I could have kept going, maybe some celebrity cases I saw, but I don't know. I'm not sure if that would get you disqualified or something, that you only know about trials from shit that happens to celebrities. I don't know. It's like there are some amusing things that were said, and I have to be very careful not to. I don't want to say something that would embarrass someone. It's just an interesting experience because last time I did jury duty in like 2014, I went to the courthouse, filled out the questionnaire, and then never got called back. Actually sitting for the whole juror picking selection is kind of a different experience. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get the processor out. I'll just... I have this bowl over here. Excuse me. Four more minutes on the pie crust. Oh, yeah. It's inflating like a balloon. But it's not going to be much longer, though, so I'm not going to worry too much. I mean, I did poke some holes in it beforehand. Oh, well. Oh, alrighty, let's toss, cut this up down a little bit more. Where did I put the top of the, oh, they're where the eggs are. Whoop, I don't want an egg to fall away. Yeah, watch me be really clumsy. The pie dough does smell good. Alrighty. Yeah, I could have done a joke like I tried to stream on Twitch, but Trump put a tariff on live streams or something. There's a tariff on onions. You know the George Harrison song Tax Man? Well, now, I don't know, maybe his son Donnie Harrison will rewrite it to be Tariff Man. What am I? Let me tell you how it will be. There's one for you, 19 for me. 'Cause I'm the Tariff Man. Yeah, I'm the Tariff Man. Alrighty. I don't think the instructions specify any, what kind of onion. I'm just doing a red onion here. But they always look more purple to me than red. And my eyes are starting to sting a little. My eyes. Yeah. Yeah, sorry if I pause for a moment, because... Oh, that's a minute. I'll probably have to push the pie dough down because it's kind of inflating like a pea balloon almost. There we go. Anyone remember the liver and onions episode of Doug? I've had onion now, but I can't recall if I've ever had liver. Maybe someday I should try a liver and onions recipe. I mean, I used to hate onions, but after cooking with onions several times, I've discovered I like onions better when they're cooked. Oh, hello, Backlash. Dismiss. Okay. Okay, hopefully if I did screw up the pie dough, there's another one in the fridge, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Alright, I patted it down, it's fine. Look at that. Looks nice, but I'll set it to the side right now. Crap, it broke a little, but that's fine. And next time I'll probably poke more holes in it so it doesn't inflate like that. But now I need to lower it to 375, I think. Yeah. There. One of my friends has shown me a couple episodes of Two Fat Ladies, and I think there are a few episodes where they cook liver. I don't know if I'd have to go to some sort of exotic food store to get liver. There we go. Okay, am I going to start crying again? I think I can feel onion starting to sting my eyes a bit. It's not as bad as the first one. Yeah, those are the sounds the oven makes. Little piano sound effects. To move this to the stove in a bit. Let's see. Instructions. Brush a little beaten egg. Saute onion and butter for 4 or 5 minutes until golden brown and spread the mixture on the cooked pastry. Mix the cream, grated cheese, and seasoning in it with remaining beaten egg. Yeah. Oh, shoot. It was a beaten egg I was supposed to put on the pastry, not the butter. What am I thinking? Yeah, that's one of the things about live streaming. You see every success and you see every mistake. I was supposed to put egg in the pie pastry, not butter. What was I thinking? Yeah. Well, I guess one thing I could do is start over and use the other pie pastry or something. But I've already baked this one. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I get for, people who read only the headlines on news articles. Well, that's what you get when you read the instructions in a recipe too fast. Yeah, I'm just reading. Brush a little beaten egg on the pastry, bake it blind for 10 minutes. Well, it does say to mix all the cheese and cream and everything later with the remaining beaten eggs. And there's 3 eggs, so might as well just do the eggs now. Actually, I should wash my hands one more time before I handle the eggs. Yeah. This is a good lesson to make sure you always pre-read the instructions and recipe beforehand before you make a fool of yourself on Twitch. Okay, let me wash my hands again. Touching raw egg. Yeah, maybe Paul McCartney comes onto my stream, under a sock account or something, and comes on to tell me I'm ruining his late wife's pie or something. All right, there we go. There's the egg mixture. Reading the instructions. Saute the onions in the butter for 5 minutes or until golden brown. Mix the cream, grated. Yeah. Let's actually I can toss in the cream and everything else with the egg here and just leave it on the side. Because, yeah, let's see, how much of a grated cheese seasoning? Might as well. Where did I put the, oh, salt and peppers here. Yeah. Might as well, let's see, how much cream do I put in? 8 fluid ounces, double heavy cream. Yeah, so let me clean this out. If I played Beatles music, I mean, I would like to do that. However, you know, the internet gets very touchy with music copyright and everything. Like, I could play Paul McCartney's Flaming Pie album in the background, but then, you know, Twitch copyright or YouTube, you know, listening for music might flag it, and then you get no sound at all. And I want to avoid that. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Sorry, I'm walking off camera, but I'm just cleaning this out. Oh, that would help, Tommy. I mean, I had issues when I uploaded my reviews of the 3 animated Garfield movies that were direct to DVD, and like what I had to do was mirror them and put a weird blurring thing effect around them, and distort the audio just so I could get past, you know, copyright infringement. Okay. There we go. 8. Well, not a lot. Which is, it says 16 fluid ounce. Well, this is, the carton is 16 fluid ounces, and it says 8 fluid ounces on the, so that would be like half of this. You know, there was, when I did the pumpkin pie, I think it said like a few fluid ounces, and I literally weighed it here, and but then, I don't know, I'm a little confused. Like, do I weigh it 8 ounces, or do I just like pour half of this since the carton is 16 fluid ounces? I guess I pour half of it. All right, then we'll just. Okay, that's roughly half. There we go. And I'll toss the cheese in here. It says 8 ounces of cheddar cheese. This bag is 8 ounces, so there we go. Alrighty, Wax. So mix this around. Look at that. Cheese, egg, and a bunch of other stuff. I've done this recipe twice before, although it's been a long time, so I don't remember exactly what I did last time. Hopefully this all fits in the pie pan. All right, let me get a frying pan. And I'll get the butter out again. This time I know to put the butter in the pan and, oh, I guess I can just, all right. I'll move the camera over. Needs more cheese. Well, the recipe says 8 ounces of cheddar cheese, and the bag I had is 8 ounces. Alrighty. Take this with me. Alrighty. I'll have the mixture over here on the side because I will pour it in into the pie pastry over here. So let's see. Instructions said. Okay. Saute onion and butter for 4 to 5 minutes until golden brown. Spread the mixture on the pastry. Clean. Alrighty. Now where's my spoon? Spoon, fork, whatever. Okay, spread it around. Alrighty. A lot of onion, jeez. I might have gotten too big of an onion. Alexa, start a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Time is 4:43. I mean, the onions will shrink as they cook. Yeah, next time I do one of these recipes, make sure I don't, mistype something, like when I did the pumpkin pie, typing sugar twice instead of sugar in one spot and ginger in the other. And this time, make sure I spread egg on the pie pastry and not butter. Yeah. I wonder if there's anyone else that's like shown themselves making these Linda McCartney recipes. I almost said Linda Pie recipes, like her name was Linda Pie. Maybe I should search YouTube and be like, I don't know, Paul McCartney Flaming Pie Deluxe Edition reviews. See if anyone at all ever mentioned the pie recipes that came with the book, that came in the box. They'll probably talk about, the music itself, all the little extras, and, if they get the vinyl version, how the music sounds, and, yeah, but it's like, what about, the actual pie recipes that it comes with? Pie McCartney. Yeah. Well, the weird thing is that it's actually John Lennon that came up with the phrase flaming pie. It was like, I think the story is John was asked in an interview how did he come up with the name Beatles, and he said, it occurred to me in a dream. A man in a flaming pie came to me and said, you will be the Beatles with an A. And Paul remembered that story, and he decided to call the album Flaming Pie. I guess as a little homage to John Lennon, since Flaming Pie was done after the Beatles anthology in the 90s. Yeah, look at how those onions cook. Alexa, how much time left?
You have 1 minute and 40 seconds left on your 5-minute timer.
See what the instructions say. Saute the onions in butter for 45 minutes or until golden brown. Well, I guess if they expect them to be golden brown, I guess they're expecting you to like cook a white onion, not a red onion. Well, okay, I guess I'll just have to wait until this red onion turns brown or something. But at that point, it's probably going to be all burned and everything. Well, then it'd be an actual flaming pie. Mix this around a bit more. Ah, damn it. Okay, I should be careful not to. I guess I should get the aluminum foil ready also. Alexa, stop. Okay. I think these onions are good. Okay, so very carefully. Oh, that's hot. Now where did I put the little oven mitts? Oh, okay, they are. I should probably get a spoon, that'll make it easier. There we go. Do you think Paul would want one of his pie recipes being promoted by an incompetent furry or something? Okay. I'll just spread the onion out evenly. Okay, hopefully this does not overflow or anything. Okay. Push this over. Yeah. Here we go. There's the cheese and egg mixture. I'll just mix this around just a little bit more. Oh yeah, that was Wings. Yeah, funny thing, I didn't know that Paul had a band out after the Beatles until like I saw him in concert in 2005, and my mom told me, oh, after he quit the Beatles, he started Wings. And that concert was my first time hearing songs like Jet and Band on the Run. Like, I only knew his Beatles stuff. Okay, I'll get a spoon. So it looks like, okay, good news, the mixture does fit in the pie. There we go. Flatten it all out. Engulf all the onion. There we go. Come on. Oh well. Alrighty. There we go. Now, I learned this technique doing another, oh, there it is. I learned this doing another recipe a while ago. That if you want to prevent burning the edges of a pie, you wrap it in aluminum foil, so I'll do that right now. And then I'll toss this in the oven for like 30 minutes. Okay, very careful. Okay, just one or two more pieces should do the trick. One more along here. Funny thing, I once saw a Quora question asking, what does Paul McCartney call his current band? And the answer was basically, Paul McCartney calls his current band Paul McCartney's band. They don't really give themselves a special name. They're not Beatles 2.0 or Wings 2.0. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Stove's still a little warm. There we go. Okay. So, into the oven this goes for 30 minutes. Let's see. I guess I'll show. There we are. There's the pie. There we go. Okay. Now we have 30 minutes to kill because it'll just be in there for a bit. And I did bring my my sketchbook with me downstairs, so let me just clear off the area here. Maybe I'll do some sort of drawing on camera while we wait for the pie to bake. Hopefully it's not too big of a disaster. Let me just clear off some of this stuff. Cleaning up my mess. And hopefully the aluminum foil protection works like it did last time for me. Processor. Okay. All right, there's still stuff here that I need to wipe clean. There's some pie dough that came off. I should clean up all that too. Before I, just so nobody complains about, oh, the stove is a mess. Un momento. Also a few crumbs here. Let me just pick those up. Whoop. There we go. Sorry for the wait. Okay, I mean, you could watch me clean dishes, but that'll probably be no fun. Wash my hands one more time. Okay. I didn't leave. Don't worry. How much? 26 minutes. Okay. I could find a blank page. I have a bunch of courtroom notes with me in my sketchbook, but I don't want to show those on camera. It was Mr. Mustard with the candlestick in the foyer. Yeah, that's what the court case was about. Sorry, I just spoiled it. Hopefully no jurors are watching the stream and, you know, broke the rule about looking up outside information. Just so my phone doesn't run out of battery. Let me find a place. Just trying to find an angle where, I don't know, should I just put the camera like to the side here? Like, I'm not sure if just looking here or here. I want to try and have it in front so you're not looking at it upside down. I guess this is all right. Just trying to not have an awkward angle. I didn't bring my ruler with me. Okay. What will I draw? Today is, I'm trying to remember, is it the 9th or the 10th? Oh, the 10th, there we go. "23 minutes. I guess I can look up some photo reps. While I was doing a draw pile a few nights ago, I drew a quail as a judge and a giant bear as a bailiff. Maybe I could draw a scene like that in my sketchbook. Look at that, a majestic looking quail. Maybe I'll draw a courtroom scene. I don't know. Domino is called to the witness stand. But I don't know, he's like an unreliable witness or something. Like when I went to jury duty, the judge was like, asked a lot of the prospective jurors questions to make sure they understood things like the presumption of innocence. I don't know, maybe Domino is having a hard time. Maybe the judge is upset at Domino because he swears on the Bible with the wrong hand or something, or something else. Of a judge looking, on a really high judge stand or whatever they're called, looking very annoyed at how Domino is not respecting the dignity of the court. Hmm. Looking at how a quail's beak is drawn, they have actually very little beaks. Trying to think, like, what if the quail judge is like wearing a powder wig, but the little forehead feather, whatever it is that comes out of the quail's head, like is peeking out from under the powder wig or whatever. By the way, the judge did not wear one of those wigs. Neither did he bring out a gavel. Yeah, it's a California quail, just so you know this is a California court. Next you're going to tell me that there was no classical music playing in the background. No, I don't remember there being music being played in the hallways of justice. Yeah, I don't have any reference on me, so I might end up redrawing this later. I might make the judge's desk a little lower. Just so you can see his arm with the gavel. He has a, I don't know, massive gavel. Well, maybe not that big, not like anime hammer huge, but since Domino is being an insolent little witness, you know, this judge is making sure to get like a very sizable gavel to, you know, either to get Domino's attention, slamming it down on his desk, or to smack Domino on the head. And since this is a quail as a judge, you know, it'll be a little challenging drawing feather fingers. Okay. I'm gonna have to like look up pictures of the founding fathers, or like old-timey judges with the powder wigs. I see a judge wig for a cat. Making your cat look like George Washington a bit. Okay, this is a colonial judge's powdered wig. Okay, so... Yeah, I'll probably work on this later off stream. Just trying to figure out. Okay, this is a really sloppy perspective. Excuse me, a hiccup, but... Okay, I don't have room for like a name tag on the top of the little desk thing, so I'll just... Domino in a little witness box. What is it? And when I did my draw pile, I gave my quail judge a name. Honorable Santiago Herrero or something like that. Yeah, he's got a name with a Spanish rolling R in it. Maybe the reason this judge is so upset is because Domino said his name wrong or something. Domino doesn't know how to roll his R's. I would have liked to draw a bailiff to the side. Or maybe the bailiff is behind Domino, like wagging a finger at him. Like, stop doing funny shit. Light bulb. A person wearing a wig getting into a courtroom by mistake, thinking that they got into an opera room with the witness looking at them with perplexed eyes. This opera room is more silent than I expected. Yeah, Domino's not exactly an opera guinea pig. I think I made Domino's cheeks a little too wide. I'm not sure how. Maybe I'll make Domino a little closer to the edge of the witness stand. Maybe have his hands here. He's a little guinea pig, so maybe he has to sit in a child's booster seat or something. Holding on to the edges of the witness stand. Yeah, like trying to think. You know, or his chair isn't big enough. Maybe he's make Domino look a little nervous, so he's hunched over. Looking very sheepishly up at the judge. Like, oh shit, I pissed him off. And the bailiff is coming to get him. A nervous smile on Domino's face. There we go. Make his mask. I'll probably work on the sketch more off stream. I think I already said that. Domino's ear's too pointy. There we go. Trying to. Maybe Domino's blushing from some faux pas or something. I'm trying to make it look like Domino's like sinking in his seat, or like Domino's like, I don't know, something like that. Like he's oh, you soggy Yojimbo in my style. Maybe in a future commission or something. I've not read the Usagi comics though. Far Side comic. Yeah, maybe what sort of caption should I put in? I don't know. Domino burped too loudly in the witness stand, and it was such a disruptive burp that the bailiff had to be called. I don't know. Here's his chair. Maybe the bailiff is behind the judge or something. Well, this quail judge, like, looks pretty big. I don't know, like, I don't know. He might be bigger than the bailiff. I might have to redraw this scene in my computer just so I can fit everything that I want. Like, normally I would have the bailiff on the other side over here, because that's where I remember the bailiff being in the courtroom, but I don't know. I guess Domino did something so bad that it requires the bailiff to come over and, I don't know, apprehend him. Of a mother effing large bailiff. Looking down at Domino disapprovingly. My drop pile doodle I had a California grizzly bear as the bailiff. Yeah, so the two state animals of California, the California quail and the California grizzly bear, are the animals in court. I did think, like, what if I had a bald eagle as the judge, but I thought, I want to have, like, California animals. 2 more minutes on the pie. Yeah, I'm not gonna have much room drawing the bailiff here because I just drew so much on the judge's little podium or whatever. Yeah, I might just continue this digitally or something. Pie should be ready in like a minute. Bailiff outfit. Okay, I think the pie is ready. Oh, wow. Wow. I'll turn the oven off. Look at that. I can see the view of my camera just looking at the reflection in the glass here. So that looks really good. Just a moment. All right. I'll take the pie out. Oh, looks like the crust is falling apart in bits. I have to be careful. Okay, I needed some way to, like, I don't know, thicker pie crust or something that doesn't fall apart so easily. But anyway, I guess I'll just really quickly add a little tie on the bailiff. Pockets. Little badge just so it's clear what this guy is doing and what his job is. There, rough sketch. Domino in court. But now we want the court of opinion on this pie. Ta-da! There we go. I'll get these things again. Yeah, I'm just resetting Twitch on my iPad so I can update the chat. And I could see the pie on my iPad live. But now let's remove. God damn it. The pie crust is kind of falling apart. Maybe I should have patted it down with a fork or something. But thankfully the aluminum foil is not too hot. I should have probably put paper towels underneath to catch any pieces of crust that fell off. A bit of cheese stuck to it, but there we go. There we go. How does that look? And the pie crust, while it is kind of falling apart a bit, it is not, you know, all burned like last time when I did the pumpkin pie. And since this is in a smaller pie pan, that helps also. But I'm pretty glad how this came out. I'll have to let it cool for a while before I try eating it. And then maybe give it like 20 minutes, maybe longer. But anyway, joke. Trying to think. Yeah, I'll have to clean out the burner. Yeah. But I'm glad how the pie came out. I did have an idea, like to continue this stream on my computer, where I have some art I was doing on my. Like I scanned the drawing I did of Domino with the flaming pie. Like, if I turn back a few pages. Yeah, this drawing. I haven't darkened the lines on Paul McCartney, but I scanned this drawing of Domino here, and I was going to color it. I've actually colored like 80% of it. Domino himself is all colored, but it's the pie that I need to work on. And I'm thinking of maybe I'll stick this cheese pie in the fridge just to let it cool. And I'll continue this stream on my computer. Yeah. So I'll have to turn the stream off for like 5-10 minutes, and then I'll be back. So let me, I'll have to set things up on my computer. It's been years since I've done a live stream where I'm showing off digital art. That was stuff I did 10 years ago. So let me make some room in the fridge. Alrighty. There we go. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the crust is kind of falling apart a little bit. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't stuff the pie in for so long, and then it won't be as, break apart as easily. Alrighty. So, if you excuse me, I'm gonna end stream for like 5-10 minutes, and then I'll restart on my computer. So, see you all in a bit.